I've had an idea on how to make a couple of fun decorations out of these baubles. Now these ones come solid, these ones come in two halves. So the first thing I need to do is glue these two halves together so that they don't come apart. And all I'll use for those is super glue. Now I have no idea if this is going to work out. It's just an idea I've got in my head and I want to give it a go and I want to share it with you. These are really easy to glue together and it doesn't matter if any of the glue gets inside because you're not going to see that anyway. All I'm doing is running a little bit of super glue around these edges like that and then pushing them together, making sure those bits line up. I want those bits to line up because it's really important for what I've got planned for later on. Now these are all glued together. I've taken these tops out and I'm going to put these somewhere. I'm not going to use those again for this, but I may use them for something else, so I'm not going to get rid of them. And the next thing I need to do is sand down lightly, but I want to scratch up the whole of this surface of all the baubles that I'm using. So they look like that all the way over. As you can see, they're all nicely rubbed down. And what I want to do is glue the smaller ones to the top of these larger ones. So again, I'm using super glue to do that with. But I want to make sure that this part is still at the very top. There we go. They're all glued together now. And what I'm going to do is spray them with this plastic primer, and this is a white primer and it is amazing. It makes such a big difference. You don't need a thick coat. All you need is a thin coat all the way around, and this will make such a big difference to painting it and doing anything else to it afterwards. Just preparing the base really makes paint stick on it, and also it makes everything else works so much nicer. Well, now they're lovely and dry, what I'm going to do is go over one of them in red and one of them in white. I bet you can already guess what I'm going to make with these. Well, hopefully make with these. And they should be fairly simple to do. Now I'm going to spray the white one, but before it dries, I'm going to sprinkle over some white glitter and let that dry into it. This one's all nice and dry now, and so is the red one, but I finished the red one and I forgot to record it. I'll be making this in exactly the same way, and then I'll show you what the red one looks like. First of all, I want to make a scarf for around his neck or her neck, and all I'm using here is a sock. And I'm going to cut myself off enough to go round the whole of his neck. So I'll do that much. And I want this little curve in it where the heel would go because that helps it curve round a little bit at the back. So there we go. And now all I'm going to do is turn it inside out and sew along that little seam there so it turns into a tube. Got some thread. Won't take me many minutes to sew this up. Well, I've turned the scarf inside out now. I've sewn it up, and I've also done the little frill around the top, and that's really easy to do. I've just got some scrap wool, a crochet hook here, push the hook through, bring my wool through, and then where it's doubled up there, I put the whole thing, both bits round, pull it tight, and trim it off, and then I continue down both sides like that, all the way along that edge, and then you get that nice little frilly bit. So the scarf's finished now, and I can put that round. All I've done is put the heel at the back. I want that bit to face forward, the little hook, and you'll see why in a minute. And now I'm going to hot glue that into place. So we've got the scarf on, and now that's not going to move anywhere. What I'm next going to do is put his little buttons on, and what I've got here is some little tiny weeny black pom-poms. And don't worry, I will list everything in the description below as well so you can get hold of them, because these would traditionally be made out of coal, wouldn't they? So he's got his little black buttons now going down his tummy. What I need to do is make him a little bobble hat, and I'm going to make that out of a sock, and it's really easy to do. And just cut around in a curve like that, then turn it around like that and sew with some white thread around there. So now I've sewn that up, all I need to do is turn that back through the right way, and we've got a little hood there, and I've got a red pom-pom, a large one, which I'm going to glue onto the hat. I'm not going to sew that on, and then I will pop the little hat on. And because I used the edge of the sock, you've got like a nice little rim bit there as well. And again, I want this bit facing forward because obviously that's where he is. And I'm going to show you how to put thread on this in a second. So all I need to do is open that up. Okay, I'm going to have his little hat fall in like that, and then put his hat on him, and then glue that in place so it doesn't come off. So that's all stuck on there now. All I need to do is make him a nose. And I've got another little orange pom-pom, and I'm going to trim this up into the shape of a carrot, going all the way around. Massive thank you to everyone that got me a coffee last month. I really do appreciate it. As you probably know, I'm having to move, and where I'm moving to hasn't got a studio. So I'm going to have to now sort out a new studio and somewhere to do my crafting and make my videos, which is a bit worrying, but I'm sure I'll get there. So everybody that sent me a coffee, thank you so much who helped towards it. So there's his little nose, and all I'm going to do is glue that on. There we go. How cute is he? And now I'm going to use a couple of these wiggly woggly eyes that I love. I love these. I've always got plenty of these around and in different sizes because I think they're so cute. So let's have a look at that size. Yeah, that's perfect size for him. Actually, I might have the bigger ones. Yeah, the bigger ones, definitely. And now I'm going to glue those on either side. So to make his mouth, what I'm going to use is some cotton. And all I'm going to do here is make some little cotton balls by scrolling it all up like this. And I'll make several of those, and then I'll show you how to stick it on. There we go. So I've made those little bits now. And all I need to do now is glue them on into a little smile. And then he's got a little smile on him. And traditionally, they used to have a pipe, but I don't think that's really very politically correct now. And now I need to thread a bit through to be able to hang him from. And that's really easily done. Choose whatever you want to choose to hang him up with. And I've got a needle here where I've put a knot in some cotton both ends. I'm going to thread my choice of hanging thread from that cotton like that. Find that top bit there, which is there. Thread that through, and then use that thread to pull that cotton through like that, and that brings through it your thread. And I'll show you the center in a minute. Tie a knot in the top, trim that off, sort his hat out, and now you've got that. Let me show you the Santa. So there's Santa, little pink nose, some trimming going around his hat, little scarf and his belt. And they will hang on the tree or wherever you want to hang them really nicely and look great. And they'll last for years, and you can even get your kids to make them. And there we go. I love them. Hope you've enjoyed that. Really easy, simple project. And they make some great decorations that are personalised for your tree or for anywhere you want to hang them. Boot that like button, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to check out the video that's coming up next as well. Links to everything I've used today are in the description below. Ho, 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 ho.